Good grief. Why do they never go in for me? Hi everybody. Yeah, another video. Hope you're all doing well in these troubled times. I hope everybody is staying safe. Just thought I'd upload another video just to keep you all entertained for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, and help pass the day as we are all kept in social isolation. I hope you're all following the advice of your respective governments, whoever ends up watching this thing. So here we go with a few records that I bought before this all started. I reckon it'll probably be the last time I actually go out and buy any records at a shop for a little while. So I thought I'd share this lot with you. I've still got loads of records to show, and I'm sure I'll come up with other videos to keep you all entertained, if you can call it that. But here we go. So the first one, now back in the beginning of February, oh, it seems such a long time ago now, it was actually my birthday. Now, although I didn't get any presents from anybody else that were records, I got a couple for myself. Dead cheap, but there are a couple that I really wanted. They were looking like, I got them for fairly cheap. Now, there were a couple of things that I was quite happy to pick up. So the first one, I picked up this, which is Jason and the Scorches. I think it said debut, I think that's right, called Lost and Found. This is a cracking, would it be hillbilly? Is it country punk? I don't know, I'm sure Headley would be able to come up with some sort of genre description of some kind. All I know is it's cracking, absolutely cracking. Some brilliant songwriting, catchy songs, absolutely fantastic. There's the band, there's Jason and his Scorches. Nice in a sleeve. What we got? Oh yeah, just a stock here, my America label. There we go. This is a fantastic record. Absolutely love playing this. It's very much a country, I would say country punk, possibly, probably, but it's heavily guitar, very fast. Love it to pieces, to be honest. And I've been after one of his albums for or this band's albums for a long time, so I was dead chuffed to pick this one up. Great stuff. All right. Oh, I was then out and about and I actually got this from my local record shop. Lovely condition. I don't think it's an original, but it's another cracking album. Gonna overuse that one today, that word today. So this is the Outlaws debut album from 75, I'm thinking. Maybe it's on here. Oh look, 75. A good healthy dose of southern rock, country rock. I absolutely love stuff like this. This is such a great record. There's gatefold with the individual members. On Arista, stock Arista label, there we go. Yeah, I was dead chuffed to pick this one up. Green Grass and High Tide is awesome. I am slowly learning the songs, more about the songs, but absolutely stoked to pick that one up. Great album. I'll show the back, there's the band. I know our American brethren would know this really well. I don't think they were really that well known over here. It's only through like Headley's channel and watching like American YouTubers that I came to find out about this lot, but I'm so glad I picked it up now. Love a bit of southern rock and mixed with his country rock style. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant stuff. Right, what else did I pick up? Going from one extreme to the other, so I picked up, what would one of my Wodges be without an obligatory 80s pop record? Well, some of them don't have them, but this one does. I managed to pick this up. I was stoked to pick this up, rooting through my local charity, one of my local charity shops, and it was rubbish, typical schlock. And then this poked its head up, and so I was well chuffed. Thompson Twins, them of the silly haircuts. I've never seen I mean, Flock of Seagulls the lead singer had a silly haircut, but the whole band have got one. I don't know. Lovely stuff. I think this was their biggest hit album, more so than Quick Step and Sidekick, I think. This might get to #1 in the UK. It might well have done. There's the lovely stock label. So, lots of big hits off this one. So this is Doctor's on here, You Take Me Up, Sister of Mercy, Hold Me Now. It's actually a superb pop album. Really, really like this. I always kind of liked the Thompson Twins. They were never really particularly cool. In fact, they're probably considered to be a bit naff. But I think it's superb 80s pop. I like 80s pop. So there we go. Thompson Twins, Into the Gap. Still looking out for a vinyl copy of Quick Step and Sidekick. I've got the tape. Yeah, I do have the tape. But I would love a copy on vinyl at some point. My sister had it. And that's why I think I used to play it, because I used to nab it off my sister, but there you go. So I've got this at last, after all those years. The next band, I've got a greatest hits next. In fact, all the other 4 albums I'm going to show are all comps, but this one, the Hollies 20 Greatest, 20 Golden Greats, that's what it's called. I never had much time for the Hollies, to be honest. I kind of thought they were kind of also rans. I never, like, when I was younger, I used to listen to, what is it? Is it called Pick of the Pops? On radio, now where was it? Was it Radio 2? Did he go over to Radio 2? Alan Fluff Freeman used to do a chart rundown where he used to pick 3 years and run down the charts and play loads of old records. And I used to eagerly tune into like the 60s and 70s because it was a real easy way of finding out about old stuff that I liked. That, you know, exposing myself to new old stuff, if you will. And the Hollies never seemed to grab me much, but listening to this, there's some absolute crackers on here. Really like Carrie Ann. What else was it? There's, now, which one? I can't remember. Was it Gasoline Alley Bread? There's one song that is an absolute rip-off of Creedence Clearwater, which is actually pretty good. Just One Look's on here, which I didn't realise they'd done. Jennifer Eccles is actually pretty good. Gasoline Alley Bread? I think that was pretty good. Is that the one that sounds like Creedence? Possibly. Not the great songwriters that a lot of the other 60s bands possibly were, but obviously Graham Nash wrote some of these, like Carrie Ann co-wrote. You've got Graham Gouldman writing some of them. Jennifer Eccles was a Nash co-write. I mean, I even tolerated He Ain't Ever Used My Brother on this because it fits. Like when it was a #1 hit in the 80s in the UK, it just sounded out of place. And seeing them on Top of Pops, they just looked woeful. They just looked absolutely atrocious. And I thought, this is just absolute cack. But hearing it with the rest of the Holly stuff, it actually makes a bit more sense and I can understand it a bit more. And I don't hate it at the moment. It's not enough to make me go and buy loads of their back albums. It just isn't. But it's thoroughly enjoyable as the greatest hits. And I think the fact that I love this, 20 great sounds that grew out of the north with a picture of a power station of some kind on there. I really like that cover. I think it's great. Much better than the typical greatest hits sort of 5 minutes spent on it. I mean, it's got a load of an advert for other Hollies albums. These seem to be like 70s ones, which I will not be getting. Oh yeah, so that brown EMI label that I know so well from Kate Bush Records. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by picking this up. There are times when I just need a healthy dose of 60s pop, and this certainly supplied that. And I will listen to it again. I was quite surprised by that. That was a nice one. Right, the last three are all fantastic budget compilations released in the UK. 2 are MFP and 1's on contour. These were great. I remember seeing these in Woolworths, and I didn't always buy them. The first one I got, actually Woolworths used to sell a heck of a lot of like cheap budget reissue compilations. I got the Kinks, I think I got a Loving Spoonful one. It was a great way of discovering old music. This one I've actually got another copy of, but this is way better condition, so I've got the Manfred Mann one. I liked it so much better this time. What I've found out is this is just, I don't know if I found that out before, but I realised this again, that this is just their stuff off when they were signed to EMI. So they changed label after Paul Jones left. They changed to, where did they go to? Columbia? Charisma? I can't, no, it wasn't Charisma. But they changed label when Mike Darbo joined. And there is some great things on here. It's got all the hits that they had in those first couple of years. So Pretty Flamingo, Shalala, I think was a hit. Do What Diddy Diddy, 54321. And great, there's some good tracks. I still don't like With God on Our Side. I still don't think that works. But Groove In, Come Tomorrow, If You Gotta Go, Go Now. Really good stuff. I really enjoyed that. Really good R&B pop. Sort of 60s R&B pop. Top stuff. And I love the cover of that. I really like that picture of them. I also picked up the Diana Ross and the Supremes one called Baby Love. So this is from the years 63 to 66. Got a few of their singles. But again, you can't go wrong with the Supremes. Just about everything they did was wonderful. Got Baby Love on here. Standing at the Crossroads of Love. Honey Boy. Run, Run, Run. There's some top tracks on here. Really great stuff. I didn't show the label of the Manfred Mann, but I'm presuming it's one of the variations. This one's the yellow one. The yellow MFP. Oops. Just pop this back in. I am getting better at putting these records back in as well. Or at least, I don't know. Probably because they're not country records. I seem to have a problem with country records. Shall I get this one out? See what one? Oh, it's the red one. And we got the red MFP. This is a great big solid slab of vinyl as well. This is really thick. The red MFP on the Manfred Mann. And then on Contour, the last record I'm going to show in this batch, great Walker Brothers compilation. Make It Easy on Yourself. Terrific stuff. Anything with Scott's voice on it, just head and shoulders above everything else. And it's the same on here. I think is it John Walker does the rest of the vocals? I think that's right. It's Gary who played drums, wasn't it? You can tell the difference between the two. Things like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the only hit that's on here is Make It Easy on Yourself, which is just so classy. But Dancing in the Street, they do a decent version of that. Even the stuff that John sings on is good. I think this is pulled from all of their albums. I think when I was looking up about it, as I was listening to it, I think it goes through. They recorded 3 albums, I think, or released 3 in the UK, and I think it pulls tracks off all of them. Here's the back. I mean, anything with Scott Walker on it is just sublime, to be honest. That Pickwick Presents Contour. Great stuff. So there we go. The haul from, oh dear, I've got problems. I think because the seam has come slightly unstuck at the top. so it's making it more difficult. There we go, we're in, hurrah. So yeah, top stuff, absolutely brilliant. Right, so there we go. Possibly my last newly purchased vinyl haul. We'll see how things go. Who knows what's going to happen. But I hope you all stay safe, and I hope you all have a great time doing whatever you're doing, but just doing it safely. All right then, cheers everyone. Bye.